TIFU by exposing a customer's affair to his wife. Well, it was his bad. Why give out specific names if you are cheating to some random person? He could have just said, if a woman answers, just ask for Steve and there he goes. Problem solved. He was the idiot here, not you. Or as would normally be the case. Don't bother to say that at all. I'm pretty sure a call center can manage to work out what to do when someone answers the phone. Did Steve think that if they called and a woman answered, the person would be so dumbfounded they would just hang up the phone? Wasn't there a 99% chance that regardless of who answered the phone, the person is going to say, "Hi, I'm looking for Steve. Steve needs to work on his OPSEC." Steve calls back enraged and letting the expletives fly. Look, it was an honest mistake and I'm very sorry. I do have some good news though. I can get you a great deal on your new cable setup. Emily is going to love it. Can I interest you in our 2-for-1 offer today, sir? Steve is really ducking stupid, isn't he? Yeah. A cable package like that is such a waste of money. 500 Mbps is a joke and a lie. 500 Mbps is a joke and a lie. I see that you have also dealt with mediocre. You didn't duck up. He did. Seriously. Op should repost this to /r/todaystevedakadupadit. Oh, well done you cheeky duckers. That sub didn't even exist when I commented. r/subsifle for today. I work in a jewelry store and I've seen this happen more times than I can count. Even though we ask the right questions to avoid ruining surprises. Once we had a salesperson call the number on file, listed as his personal cell phone and okay to call about custom pieces, as has ordered a few, and left a message that his custom $10,000 diamond and gold tennis bracelet was available for pickup. Turns out, he was having it made for his mistress, and when his wife heard the message on the home machine, she got so excited she came in and picked up her new surprise gift. He ended up dropping another $10,000 on an identical bracelet for his mistress, who had originally known he was buying it for her. He couldn't fault us and never said a word, but I'd never seen someone deflate quite as quickly and completely as he did when he came in to pay for the second bracelet. I'm always so curious about household finances when this happens. I just assume the cheater must control everything for the other person to not notice, especially when it's thousands of dollars. Right? I notice when there's an odd $100 charge on the joint account. $10K. Like. It's so high I'd figure bank error on that one before anything else. I did something similar a few years ago when I worked in a call center. I did tech support for phone and broadband and a woman called me because she was having trouble calling Paris. I obviously never asked why she was calling because I didn't need to know. I checked her account for any restrictions and asked a few other questions about the phone to see if she had any other issues. She didn't. Her only problem was calling Paris. I asked what area code she was using and she told me the wrong one. So I gave her the right one and told her to give it a go and offered to call back later to see if it worked. I called back later and this woman, as chipper as ever, said, "Thanks. You've just helped me confirm my husband is cheating on me." Turns out it was her husband she was calling in Paris, but he was with his mistress who answered the phone to the wife. That was in my first month on the job and is still the most memorable thing that happened. Also, where are you offering 500 Mbps broadband in the UK? Also, where are you offering 500 Mbps broadband in the UK? Virgin Media does it. Okay, this is probably the most elaborate setup between 3 Reddit accounts to advertise that Virgin Media offers 500 Mbps broadband. I've done similar things. I worked for an online payment company. Big one. You can probably guess. So lady calls up and tells me a payment comes out her bank each month and it's to our company name. Can I check it for her? So I get the amount and date it comes out. Do security with her. She informed me her husband shares the account too, but he didn't know what the charge was either. She's not tech savvy, so I isn't sure how to check herself. So I find the payment and see it's a subscription. So I tell her it's a subscription and it's to a website called Illicit Offers. Before I see if she wants it cancelled, I just hear Jardark, name changed, and her husband come in like, "What's up? Then I hear lots of "you ducking bastard. How could you? What the duck do you think you're doing?" before she finally hangs up. I felt so bad for her finding out that way, but I'm glad she found out her husband was cheating. Subscription and it's to a website called illicit offers, but I'm glad she found out her husband was cheating. Trying to cheat. Close bracket. The subscription had been going on for around 6 months. This was back in 2012, so no lockdowns to stop any meetups, if there was any arranged. I'm hoping he didn't manage to meet anyone. Poor lady. I also outed someone being gay. That was so sad. Same kinda thing. Dude calls up. Payment he doesn't recognize. Son also uses the account, but claims to not know what the charge is. I look it up for him. Oh yes, I can see it. It's a subscription to Gay Rabbit. Dad goes apeshit with his son for being gay. The son's response floored me though. Dad, you're being a huge ducking dick. Lucky for you I'm used to dealing with big dicks. Dad went silent. I had to not laugh cause the calls are recorded. Son took the phone and apologized to me. So I was like, oh gosh no, I'm so sorry. I had to read it out so it's my fault. Son told me not to cancel the subscription just to spite his dad. Told me to have a nice day and hung up. I literally didn't know what to do. So I went and got coffee and just sat staring out the window trying to process what just happened. He deserved it. Don't feel bad. Exactly. I don't understand people who get angry when they get caught doing something morally bankrupt, as if someone just curb stomped a Make-A-Wish kid in front of them. Long answer, it's because they operate in a constant state of denial about their actions. So when they're confronted with the harsh reality, hurt feelings, anger, consequences, it causes extreme cognitive dissonance, causing them to lash out against the victim in extreme anger. Imagine pooling all of your self-loathing behind a dam. If something busts it down, all of that comes flooding out with nowhere to go. So it ends up on the very people who inadvertently triggered it. The simplest term for this response is DAVO. Deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. It's super ducking common, and like a blueprint for how shitty people protect their very fragile egos from the reality of their shittiness. I work in the cosmetics department in a very high-end store and we have a system that records all your purchases. It's good for recording foundation shades, lipstick colors, etc. We had a gentleman come in with his wife to repurchase a fragrance he bought her at Christmas. I look on the system. Me, yes sir, you purchased 2 of fragrance name in December last year. Wife, 2. Why did you buy 2? You're still seeing her, aren't you? She then storms off with him following her and her shouting that she wants him out of the house and she was stupid to think he had changed. She is going to take him for all his money etc etc. Was quite amusing, but I did feel bad for the woman. Him not so much. Although he's smart to buy them both the same fragrance. If she smells it on him, she would just think it was from her. And here I'm thinking that if I buy 2 now, I have a future gift in case I forget. Yeah, all the stuff is on a really good sale. Scumbag Steve. It's an old meme, but it checks out. If Emily answers, just ask her for me. She'll make sure I get the phone. If this didn't need to be specified, this is how phoning strangers works. You call, someone answers and you say hello, is so and so there. Does he think we just keep calling and hanging up until the right person answers? Not surprising though, lol. This guy's dumb enough to use the same account information to set up his home cable and his mistress's cable, which is bound to result in a mix-up of some kind involving billing address, house calls, phone calls, around here, Comcast calls with new deals and packages every other week to try and get upgrade contracts, account login, etc. He's probably not the sharpest tool in the shed. So wait. You, as per company policy, called his home number that was on file, used a personal and pleasant greeting according to the information given by the customer, and you're getting written up. What the hell reason are they giving for the write-up? Steve ducked up, not you. Why is no one talking about this? I wanna understand why he got a write-up. It makes no sense. Check the update. Partially for leaving Steve on hold for 20 minutes. He won't have time to be thinking of you just yet. Reminds me of a similar tale. I was GMing a hotel, and when guests check out, they may randomly be picked for an email survey. A guest got one and his mistress called, upset about how his wife had found the survey. She was mad that we would do such a thing, breaching his privacy, etc. I explained how the process worked, how to opt out, etc. But after several minutes of being reamed by someone with clear integrity issues, when she asked me how I felt ruining someone's life, I replied that I thought the bigger question was what's a man doing cheating on his wife. She didn't like that. I didn't gaff. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.